been a while since I've done this and covered a non-Vivinos channel, let alone Sodikken. Well, it's been a while since I've uploaded full stop, but let's discuss the visuals and lyrics of Sodikken's music video for their song People Eater. The music video for which was released all the way back in February of 2021, over 4 years ago, Jesus. Also, just in case before anyone asks, I will not be covering this album. Why, you ask? It's not Sodikken, it's some weird AI album using Sodikken's name. I even tweeted about it, how it's not them. So yeah, People Eater. But before we discuss the possible meanings of what's on screen, as well as the possible readings we can gather from the song's lyrics, something needs to be said about some of Sodikken's other works, which is this kind of somber pattern of themes that is present within a few of their songs. This is a roundabout way of saying that this music video, in my opinion, alongside Misery Meat / I Hope You're Hungry, is kind of collectively agreed upon by fans of these songs that they are focusing around a common theme of toxic relationships. Some people even thinking that these songs are kind of both sides of said toxic relationship. Granted, that is a pretty surface level understanding of these music videos, which I may delve into a bit more later. But for now, let's jump into the actual music video for People Eater. The visuals we are immediately met with is this very stylized RPG battle screen, clearly modelled after something like Pokemon or an old school Final Fantasy, or just some sort of similar JRPG. We can see attack, item or run, pretty standard actions for visuals like this. But we can also see the items the player has in their inventory on the right of the screen. A sword, a bow and arrow, pretty standard stuff. Except for the severed leg in the bottom left. Maybe this is harkening to the title itself, as well as some of Sodikken's other videos. We also can see the resources that the players can use. Blood, sweat and tears. Also kind of looks like they may be suffering from a status effect, seemingly blindness. This may be in reference to the overall message of the song's lyrics, which we will discuss momentarily, but I still haven't mentioned the elephant in the room, so to speak, or whatever fantasy creature this is, dressed similarly to a jester, eyes closed and hands clasped. Then he pops awake as the lyrics come in. Your delicious body heat, it's so warm inside of me, it's too bad you don't have more meat on your tiny body. Like a lot of Sodikken stuff, it seems that they chose to represent the aforementioned themes of toxic relationships and similar stuff with visceral depictions. Here, the idea of a toxic partner, or any type of toxic relationship really, is being portrayed through the lyrics describing, cannibalism. They are slowly eating away at you mentally, and in regards to the lyrics, it's portrayed literally. Oh, you're dying, what do you mean? You say that I can't eat. Oh, but it's so good, it tastes so sweet, how dare you deprive me? These lines kind of paint the picture a bit more clearly. You can give your all to someone, and when there is nothing left of you for them to take, they can view it as them being deprived. You're withholding yourself from them, when there isn't anything left of you to give. We also get a change in the visuals as well. The carnival-esque character we are introduced to switches to a more ghostly, demonic form, as the final line, how dare you deprive me, plays. The text as well on the right is also larger and shaking to kind of highlight this little tonal shift within the lyrics. Would you like to eat with me? A dinner as a family where we take care of each other's needs? Yeah, that's not happening. Despite the almost joking mannerism in which the lyrics callously play off any reprieve with the yeah, that's not happening, we also see the monster in the centre turn into a cool little goblin guy, as well as whatever the hell this unicorn dog spider thing is. But with the aforementioned line, yeah, that's not happening, the text gets a cool little wave effect to kind of portray how playful this denial is. Yeah, that's not happening. But I'll feed you your own hands and feet, don't worry, it's my treat. Though I've had my feast, you're not released, cause I'd like seconds, please. We get the character morphing into a siren kind of creature. Makes sense given how the lyrics are saying that whoever's being sung to, they will be treated kindly by being fed their own flesh. Its form changes again, this time to a Shisa type design, like a guardian dog lion thing from Japan folklore. I only remembered it from Persona really, I'm not gonna lie. But the lyrics themselves kind of connotate this feeling of imprisonment, as the earlier lyrics highlighted. Even if you are to give your all to someone, it'll never be enough. And even when you try to escape, you can't. You're not released, cause I'd like seconds, please. No matter what you give, sometimes they will always just want more. There, another one in the trash, your despair, I wonder how long it's gonna last. The design again switches to this gargoyle thing. I genuinely have zero idea how to describe this, but the lyrics may be describing the fear of being replaced in this kind of relationship. There, another one in the trash. They can find someone just as broken as you anywhere. The monster switches form again, this time to a sad mushroom caterpillar fella with a rabbit plush. Your despair, I wonder how long it's gonna last. Maybe this is in reference to how sometimes a toxic person can view another person's mental breakdowns. Oh, how long's it gonna last this time? I think there's something wrong with me. Why can't I just live happily? The thought of giving up your meat's impossible as sleep. And I swear every time I breathe in, I stare in disbelief. I can't go without the feeling of your flesh upon my teeth. I can't retreat, nor I can't even breathe without feeling hungry. Its form returns to its first. The lyrics here feel self-referential to the singer. There's a moment of self-acknowledgement. Why can't I just be happy? But at the same time, they acknowledge the fact that they need the person they've been taking advantage of. The thought of giving up your meat's impossible as sleep. They can't live without their other. Their form changes to reflect this, a twisted and saddened version of the previous. The bright eyes now dropping into the shape of a tear. They acknowledge that they cannot find peace, yet they still crave to take apart the person they're singing to. The heads-up display then fades, leaving only the text box in the right and the moving background alongside the character in the centre. The tear also changes and becomes seemingly more annoyed as the lyrics continue. Why do you still believe in me? Yet again, the original form appears, the text on the side, now all in lowercase, as the tone of voice also lowers and saddens. The creature then becomes a silhouette, with the only thing visible being its eyes, as well as a star around and below its right eye. And I'm baffled why you choose to stay with me. You're completely free, yet you refuse to leave. The tone of these lyrics, as well as the voice, seem to become one of more so annoyance at this point. The eye on the left looking to the side, the lowercase lyrics highlighting it. You're free, yet you refuse to leave. If I'm so messed up, if this is so messed up and horrible, why don't you just leave? In the face of anger, you say patience before pride, while you're feeling dead inside, I'm so alive. And it's all thanks to you that I survived. Yes, I'll say thank you for lending me your life. The song ends with the joviality from the star returning. Whilst there was a few moments where it seems that the lyrics suggested that the singer was self-aware, that they knew what they were doing was cruel, taking someone apart for their own self-interests. The song ends with an unkind, abrupt thank you, I guess, despite the person being sung to being used and taken apart and consumed. And all they are entitled to is a half-hearted thank you. Well, granted, the thank you here is big and in green text, but I don't think that's worth it in my books. Then the video scrolls its credits of just Sodikken, and it comes to a close. Overall, the song and video, in my opinion, portray a toxic relationship, right? The lyrics are seemingly from the point of view of an abuser, someone who uses their partner and takes them apart mentally. This being represented through the visceral concept of literally eating their body, their meat, consuming them whole. However, the person being sung to, the person who is blinded and has already poured so much blood, sweat and tears into their partner, doesn't leave. They're stuck. And despite how the abuser acknowledges their own cruelty, asking why don't they just leave, they still have the audacity to say thank you to the person they've been taking apart. But yeah, that's my analysis of People Eater. Let me know if you want other Sodikken stuff broken down. I know it's been an ungodly amount of time since I've uploaded anything on this channel, but I promise I will be uploading more to it. With that being said, doodles my doodles. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace.